History was made under the dome, a House committee passing a bill that would legalize marijuana use in Texas. So joining us with some background on this vote is Alana Rocha of the Texas Tribune. A lot of people are talking about it.
Oh, absolutely. We've heard a lot of bills were filed in relation to this,
Right.
But yes, a Republican, David Simpson out of Longview, filed this bill, and it made it out of committee last night. And so now it goes to the Calendars Committee in the House, which decides if and when it makes it to the House floor for general debate.
What exactly does the bill say about marijuana then?
Well, it essentially decriminalizes marijuana. It would still be illegal to sell the drug to minors, but as far as purchase and delivery, that would now be legal under this measure.
Wow. Okay. So who was behind it and what was the reason for it he gave?
Yeah, Representative, again, David Simpson, Republican. He wrote an op-ed in tribtalk.org, our sister site, saying earlier this year that it's a plant and it should be regulated as such, just as the state regulates coffee, jalapenos, and tomatoes, I believe was his quote.
That was his comparison.
Right.
Okay, you go to the Capitol a lot and you see different things and you hear different things. What was their reaction with this one? Were people surprised or were they, did they know it was going to go through?
Well, the vote out of the committee, I believe, was 5-2, so it had, pretty broad support.
Yeah.
But, the question now, again, is if and when it hits the floor, about 3 weeks left to go. Of course, nothing is dead until we get to June 1st, sine die. It could be, if it doesn't pass in this form as its own bill, it could always be tacked on as an amendment. Of course, that would have to pass. So it's still a long way to go, but it is a monumental step and says something just about the support for such a measure.
Right. Okay. So another topic under the dome, this one controversial as well, abortion. What is the latest with this bill?
This bill by Senator Larry Taylor passed out of the Senate yesterday. That vote there were 21-10, so broad support, and it would basically say that private insurance plans as well as that offered through the Federal Affordable Care Act would cover abortions only in the circumstance of emergencies. Everything else the bill's author considers elective abortion, including victims of rape and incest. Those women, if they want this procedure covered, they would have to purchase a supplemental plan.
Oh, wow. What are the chances of this bill passing?
Well, there's a similar measure in the House. Again, it sailed through the Senate, now goes to the House for consideration, but there is a measure over there that just, instead of pertaining to private insurance, it just relates to the Federal Affordable Care Act. So some appetite over there for that, but again, still a little bit to go before it makes it to the governor's desk.
It always gets exciting in the last few days, too. The last few weeks, you never know what's going to happen.
Oh, yeah. People are looking at the calendar. The exchanges get more colorful.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
We'll have plenty of video this session.
And so we are glad that you're going to be there covering that for us. And we'll see you back here with some more on those colorful exchanges, I'm sure, sure to come.
Absolutely. Thank
Alana,
you.
Thank you.